In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. The story of Islam's survival is not complete without Imam Hassan alayhi salam. His immense patience, extraordinary wisdom, and great sacrifice shaped the future of the religion. While many see his treaty with Muawiya as a surrender, the reality is far from it. Imam Hassan alayhi salam did not give up on Islam, rather, he saved it. After the martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam, Imam Hassan alayhi salam became the rightful leader. But he faced a brutal reality. Not only was his army weak and divided, but his most sincere companions were being hunted down one by one. Muawiyah's assassins targeted those loyal to Imam Hassan alayhi salam, leaving him surrounded by men whose hearts could be bought with gold. Those who stood firm were lynched, silenced with swords, and with every passing day, the Imam alayhi salam had fewer and fewer true supporters left. Fighting under such conditions would have led to certain defeat, not just for him, but for Islam itself. Muawiyah was not just after power, he wanted to erase the true message of Islam, turning the caliphate into a kingdom where he could manipulate religion as he pleased. Imam Hassan alayhi salam saw the trap. He knew that the people were not ready for another war. If he fought on lust, there would be no one left to stand against Muawiyah's corruption. Instead of giving Muawiyah the victory he wanted, Imam Hassan alayhi salam chose a different path. By making peace, he exposed Muawiyah's deceit. He signed a peace treaty with Muawiya, setting conditions that upheld Islamic principles, knowing well that Muawiya would break every promise. And when Muawiya violated the treaty, the world saw his true face. This was Imam Hassan's alayhi salam victory, not only in the hearts and minds of the people, but also on the plains of Karbala. But this path was not easy. His loyal followers had already been taken from him, leaving only a handful. And now even those closest to him turned away. His own people questioned him about the peace treaty. The very men who should have defended him abandoned him. And yet he endured for Islam, for truth, and for the day when his brother Imam Hussain alayhi salam would rise. Imam Hassan alayhi salam was the mastermind behind Imam Hussain alayhi salam's revolution. His patience laid the foundation for the uprising of Karbala. Imam Hussain alayhi salam inherited his brother's strategy. If Imam Hassan alayhi salam had fought and died in battle, the people might have still believed in Muawiyah's lies. But by waiting, by buying time, by letting Muawiya expose himself, Imam Hassan alayhi salam ensured that when the time came, there would be no doubts about who stood for truth. That's why on the day of Ashura, when Imam Hussain alayhi salam stood against Yazid, the world could see the difference between true leadership and corrupt power. Imam Hassan alayhi salam saved Islam not by the sword, but by immense wisdom. His sacrifice ensured that the Battle of Karbala was not just another political war, but a clear stand between right and wrong. His patience allowed the world to witness the cruelty of Bani Umayyah firsthand, making the tragedy of Ashura a moment that would awaken generations to come. True courage is not always in fighting. Sometimes it's in standing firm when the world turns against you. Imam Hassan alayhi salam proved that leadership is not about ruling. It's about protecting the truth no matter the cost, even if it meant standing alone.